He steps up left-footed and he sends the goalkeeper the wrong way.
Erling Haaland, the Terminator, is a young Norwegian superstar who currently plays for Manchester City. His father, Alfie, also played for the city, and we can safely say that the 22-year-old from Norway is showing way more skills than his father. Maybe you remember his father. He was the victim of an infamous clash with Manchester United's legend, Roy Keane. The Manchester midfielder committed one of the most infamous fouls in Premier League history. His father, Alfie, had to retire a few years later at the age of 30 because he couldn't recover from the injury. As we all know, in his career, Erling Haaland played for Red Bull Salzburg, Borussia Dortmund, and Manchester City. In Red Bull Salzburg, Haaland scored his first hat-trick in the Champions League, and the rest, as we all know, is history. He broke so many records due to his youth and his impressive size, strength, and skill with the ball. Many doubters called him too scrawny and weak while he was growing up. Erling turned out to be quite the opposite, scoring 28 goals in 22 matches in the Austrian Bundesliga, including 5 hat-tricks. He was on his way to becoming one of the best strikers in the world. Then he transferred to Borussia Dortmund, and his crazy goal-scoring streak kept on going. In his debut, he scored a hat-trick. What a guy! In the 67 games that he played for Borussia Dortmund, he scored 62 goals. He was also the youngest and quickest to score 50 goals in the Bundesliga. In his debut for Manchester City against West Ham, he scored twice in their 2-0 victory. He was fantastic from the first to the last minute. The City's definitely getting what they paid for. He earned 17.5 million euros a year. Not bad for a 22-year-old, not bad at all. Aside from playing club football, he regularly responds to the national call. He once scored 9 goals in a single game playing for Norway in the U20 World Cup. About his life outside football, very little is known. He doesn't have a very famous social life, and he is focused 100% on football. On the plane rides, when other teammates would play cards or relax, he would watch videos on nutrition and stretching, just to give himself an edge when on the field. He is crazily focused on improving and becoming the best scorer in the world. When he left Borussia Dortmund, he gave each of his teammates and members of the staff an expensive watch worth 15,000 euros. He spent €500,000 on the presents to his former team. He didn't forget other members of the staff, like chefs, physiotherapists, and doctors. He gave them watches worth 7,000 euros. Generous, wouldn't you say? After the season, he reportedly spent €500,000 and left a 30,000 euro tip in one restaurant in Mykonos, Greece, where he was seen partying with friends. He later denied it and called it fake news. Haaland says he also enjoys meditation. That makes sense, since when he scores a goal, he takes a Zen stance, referring to his meditative practice. When Dortmund was facing PSG in the Champions League, Neymar scored and imitated Haaland's celebratory Zen pose, and the whole team joined him in mimicking the pose. When asked about it, he said he wasn't bothered. "I think they helped me out a lot to get meditation out into the world, and to show the whole world that meditation is an important thing, so I'm thankful." He also does biohacking. He wakes up early, takes a walk, eats a lot of protein and not a lot of carbohydrates, and he even uses blue lenses that protect his eyes when the sun is strong. That way of life is called having conscious control over oneself. Haaland really cares for the mind, body, and spirit, combining all three to overshadow all the other scorers in Europe. He eats 6 times a day, and on his menu, you will never find sweets or frozen food. He likes to eat mostly chicken and pasta without salt or oil. He drinks only water. One of his favorite things is kebab. Kebab is a type of cooked meat dish that originates from the Middle East. He says he eats it only when he is in his hometown. In the last couple of months, he was inspired by a diet from Cristiano Ronaldo. His meals would always include lots of chicken, fish, sea bream or sea bass, cod, onions, and vegetables. Now, let's talk about genetics. He was born not to one, but to 2 parent athletes. His mother, Marita Braut, was a champion heptathlete. Erling still holds the world record for the longest standing long jump for 5-year-olds. On January 22, 2006, Erling jumped 1.63 meters. Also, in a game against PSG in 2020, he ran so fast that he would have qualified for the 2018 World Athletics Championship. He ran 22 miles an hour, 36 kilometers an hour. Mom would have been proud. On his Instagram page, which is being followed by more than 17 million people, you will find no exclusive clubs, parties, extravagant cars, or anything like that. Instead, you will only find football and workout routines, which he shares with his followers. It should come as no surprise that his alarm is the Champions League music. When growing up, Haaland wanted to become a rap musician. He was in a boy band named Flow Kings, and they even released a song, Kigo Joe. It became an internet sensation after the three of them, Beheim, Haaland, and Erik Tobias Sandberg, recorded it when they were 16 years old. They were teammates who played for Norway's U19 team, and they managed to get 9.2 million views on YouTube. We had a long day and nothing to do, and then we decided to make a rap video, Haaland said in an interview. In the video, you could see Haaland manning the barbecue, dancing on top of a slide, and posing on top of a children's toy car. Good thing he didn't pursue his career in rap and stuck to football. When Erling started playing for Molde, he had problems with growth. One woman, a club cook called Kjorberg Haugen, or Tanta, helped him by taking care of his nutrition. She used to cook for the Norwegian biathlon team. He then started eating like a horse and would always ask for more, developing into a 6'4" beast that he is today. In those 2 years, he grew 8 centimeters. As far as his love life is concerned, Haaland says he sleeps every night with his 5 secret girlfriends. Later, he revealed that those are 5 match balls he received due to his 5 career hat tricks. He is still single. He doesn't own any expensive cars, yachts, or private planes. Erling can be seen driving in a car provided by his football club. He always said he is a closed-up person who enjoys his privacy, just like the rest of his family. We can say his upbringing was the reason he stayed so humble, honest, and mindful. His older siblings, his brother Aston and his sister Gabrielle, are a huge source of motivation and have a love for Erling. He loves spending time with Aston in their favorite place, in the ice bath, and Gabrielle can be often seen rooting for her younger brother. Erling also finds time in his busy schedule to spend time with his nieces. When asked what he would do after he retires, he always said he would move back home to Brine and have a small farm. He can be seen there in the summer, working with a chainsaw and a tractor, helping his family and friends with manual labor. He also said that he would like to have animals on his farm one day. Erling Haaland represents a new generation of mindful, humble athletes who aren't confined just to the stereotype of a footballer with a luxurious house, expensive cars, and a hot supermodel wife. He tries to live a quiet, uneventful life without any drama or bizarre situations, so he can remain focused on the one thing he wants, and that is winning the Champions League. Way to stay humble, young one. Kudos.